Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Haitham Amin. I go by Sam. I'm the principal attorney here at Amin Law in San Francisco, California. Today we will be discussing DUI laws, possible defenses, as well as DMV consequences and license suspension. The District Attorney's Office will usually charge DUIs under two vehicle code violations. First one is VC 23152 subdivision A. That's a fancy way to say you were driving while you were impaired. Second one is VC 23152 subdivision B, and that basically means you were driving while having a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more. Four defenses you and your attorney can make in order to prove your innocence. Number one, bad stop. The officer did not have a reason to pull you over. If that's the case, your attorney should file what's known as a suppression motion. Number two, the system is still absorbing. What does that mean? Easiest way to explain this to you is to give you an example. If you were driving, or rather while driving, your BAC might be within the legal limits. However, when you get pulled over and or when the test is administered, your BAC is elevated and therefore above the legal limits. Number three, tainted breath test. Evidence of regurgitation, burping, GERD, dental work, or even mouthwash are all reasons to invalidate a breath test. Number four, tests and equipment malfunction, lack of maintenance, operation records, or even issues with storage and collection would all be good reasons to invalidate a chemical test. Punishment for a DUI misdemeanor conviction. Generally speaking, you're looking at up to 6 months county jail, although depending on the jurisdiction, a work release program can be offered in lieu of actual jail. You're also looking at probation, could be anywhere between 3 to 5 years. Fines and fees, generally speaking, up to $1,000 plus penalties and assessments. Also, DUI school, generally speaking, is 3 months, but it could be higher depending on whether or not there are aggravating circumstances surrounding your DUI. You're also looking at a license suspension and a requirement to install what's known as IID, which is interlock ignition device. There are some enhancements that would increase your DUI penalties. For example, having prior DUIs, refusing a chemical test, having children in the car, speeding, having blood alcohol content of 0.15 or higher. Now, the DMV. 4 things the DMV will consider when it comes to your driver's license. Number one, whether or not you made a timely request for a hearing. In California, you have to request a hearing within 10 days from the date of the incident. Number two, whether or not you accepted or rejected a chemical test. This is of particular importance because in California, if you refuse a chemical test, you're looking at an automatic 1-year license suspension. Number three, whether or not there was a reasonable basis to believe you were driving while under the influence. And number four, whether or not you were actually driving while you were under the influence. What happens if you lose your license due to a DUI conviction? Well, you have 2 options. Option number one, applying for an IID restricted license. IID stands for interlock ignition device. For example, if the court takes away your license, you can petition the court and ask for a restricted license. You would have to maintain the IID for 6 months. It could be higher if the aggravating circumstances in your DUI warrants such a requirement. If the DMV takes away your license, you're required to keep the IID for 4 months. You're also required to provide proof of enrollment in a DUI program and pay the reissuance fee of, generally speaking, $125. Now, option number two, restricted license. After waiting 30 days without a driver's license, you can petition the DMV and request a restricted license that allows you to drive to work, DUI school, medical appointments, but you'll have to show proof of enrollment in a DUI school and pay the reissuance fee as well. Thank you for watching this video. I have a team of professionals who are ready to help. All you have to do is pick up the phone and give us a call. I hope you found this video educational. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate it if you can share it. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.